Welcome back, everybody. Lumi's thirsty. He's getting dehydrated after all the hard work here. It's hard casting throws. Hard work.
You have to stay hydrated.
Yeah. We've got ourselves game 2 of Empire versus Evil Genius. This is the WePlay Dota 2 tournament. EG in a bit of a not so much trouble yet, but kind of approaching that point if they can't get a win here. They've got to win at least 2 games today, basically. Either they've got to win 1 game here and 1 game against 4FC, or they've got to win both games against 4FC. So EG, they need 2 wins. I'm David Zhang, Luminous Inverse. He's
I'm David Parker.
Yeah. How are we doing, gods?
Pretty good.
Well, here we go. Game 2 draft. EG, we're going to see if they can bounce back after that loss. I like what they're doing here, once again, banning out the Chen. You could that's the one thing I feel was like a really good sign, was what Fear had done his homework. He'd prepared for the draft against Empire, but just little bits and pieces here and there with the execution just seemed a bit off.
Yeah, what scares me, and it's just scary EG, is the fact that Team Empire is comfortable for giving Bat Rider away. Like, generally teams don't just give away Bat Rider away for no reason at all. So, Team Empire picking up 2 heroes that are already fairly decent. Naga Siren with Ensnare in terms of preventing him to drag your hero back. Solemn the Siren doing the same thing there. Clockwork being a way to counter initiate when the Bat Rider jumps in. Don't be surprised if Team Empire decides to pick up Rubik as well, another hero that's fairly decent at preventing a Bat Rider jump.
Yeah, I think Scandal just probably confident in that mid lane against Bat Rider, even in like a disadvantageous matchup. We saw last game a Puck versus OD. This game again probably have some matchup mid where he's not expected to win it, but he just feels he can do a lot more.
I could guarantee you that it's not as bad as that one, because MSS just walked all over him with that CS.
I agree. But we're probably looking towards Mag playing the off-lane Clockwork and some kind of a Naga Siren tri-lane. So have to wait and see what Team Empire want to get. Puck's still in the pool, so can easily see Scandal just go straight back for the Puck, and I think it's one of his better heroes in the sense that it's so easy to get involved and do a lot with a Puck. I mean, it feels like it's one of his better heroes because of how much it does. But
MSSS Puck.
Bat goes jungle or even offlane. Or Bat could go safe lane against the clock, and then you go offensive tri-lane as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility as well. Luna coming out here from Team Empire.
Like, really confident and early on in the draft for a Luna pick.
You don't draft Luna early unless you're LG International 8 months ago going to China when you're stomping everybody with Luna. But I don't... we've seen Luna multiple times lately. Burning playing it earlier today for for DK, and you know, it was a different kind of game, utilizing Luna more or less for the AoE damage. But look at Team Empire's draft. They're looking to push early. They're looking to push insanely fast as well with now Dragon Knight and Luna.
Alright, well, I think that's the plan. Empire come game 2. It's just all mid game push, get your levels in the laning stage, and hopefully don't get. I mean, they don't really have any too weak of a lanes. It feels like DK does okay mid against. I mean, I say okay mid against Bat. He can sit back, bottle crow, and just flame breath away. Luna safe lane maybe gonna be up against an offensive challenge depending on how EG want to lane things, and come mid game push, it could be a pretty strong push coming out.
Yeah. You just need to get like 8 levels or so on Luna, get 2 or 3 levels of that aura, and then have Dragon Knight be a level 6, Clockwork be a level 6, Naga be a level 6, and then you just push. And it's very hard to stop it because they do a lot of right-click damage. They have a lot of initiation range between Dragon Knight right-click, or Dragon Knight Dragon Tail, Naga Sleep, Clockwork Cook. All of these are a very easy way to actually start a team fight. And of course, once you do start a team fight, you have a clip, so it's hard to lose a team fight as well. Evil Geniuses, for their timing, they want to hit a Blink Dagger on both Puck and Bat Rider. And once you have that, you could defend a lot easier.
All right. Well, as far as last picks go for EG, depending whether Bat Rider, I guess, is that side lane solo or going to be in the jungle, we can sort of figure out what EG want to do with this draft. But do you feel they sort of lean either way?
I think it's just safer to have a Bat Rider off lane and then Puck in. And then your standard, trialing. And your trialing could go offensive. Like, for example, if you pick up Jakiro, which, by the way, Fog probably will be playing that. Although he does play Rubik as well.
Yeah.
You could just, go offensive trialing with Jakiro, Rubik, and Gyrocopter.
And Bat Rider 1v1 safe lane wins the lane. Although Clockwork not as good a matchup as others, I guess, for Bat Rider. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Clockwork, actually, if you cog him, Bat Rider doesn't really do much.
Yeah, you can't actually. I feel like you can't really kill the Clockwork too easily as a Bat Rider. You can win the CS battle though, which I guess can help you get that fast Blink Dagger, which is going to help a lot when the pushes start coming if you can get a pick off fast. But Sandking the last pick for EG, so we saw it earlier with DK. It's something that Orange Esports used to love doing, and
There's the bad rider answer in a sense. Disruptor.
Hmm.
Trying to destroy that.
Nice against puck as well, the Static Storm. You
Mm-hmm.
can get locked down very easily with that, and it looks like Empire almost without a doubt will go for the safe lane, tri lane, Mag, Clockwork in the off lane, DK at the mid lane. Very standard lane from there. The question is, does EG look to get aggressive and try and go offensive tri lane? It seemed that it just didn't quite work out well enough for them last game, and
I think with the Sand King and last pick, they can't do it. Sand
Yeah.
King very, very weak early at level 1, and generally a lot of fights break out at level 1. So I think EG's going to play their lane defensive, and that should give Empire all the tools they need. Empire just want to have the first 5-10 minutes to be a very silent 5 to 10 minute, where Silent gets a farm and gets to his level 6, level 7, level 8. Naga just wants to pull his way up to level 6, and Scando just want to have a fair 1v1 matchup against against Puck on the mid lane.
Yep.
So I think the lane should work out Team Empire favored.
yeah, with DK, I feel like one of DK's best matchups in mid is against Puck because of Puck not actually being that hard of a hitter, a little pea shooter. If you go to the Null Talisman build and get pulled some regen, it does become a lot better for the Puck, but in general, DK can't really be punished by Puck despite being a ranged hero just because of bottle crowing.
All right, so Evil Geniuses really have to win this game. They're not facing elimination or anything like that, but if you don't win this one, you're kind of...
They're put in a position where they have to 204 FC. It's a pretty big, quite a lot of pressure on that match, but it still is their new roster. This is still like the not so much testing phase, but just like getting used to working things out, playing official matches. They've been playing scrims for some times, but playing official matches is completely different. So, to our EG fans out there, to NA Dota fans out there, don't start freaking out and asking EG to disband or make new roster changes and saying who are these new players? Who's MSS? I've never heard of this guy. It's still just a warm. I don't know. EG just looking to get used to things. It feels like.
Okay. Let's see if they're going to be getting used to Empire coming out offensive trialing. Jail leading the pack here.
Well, we have who wins this? Well, who's got the stronger 5v5 at level 1?
Well, it depends if you have Riptide or Snare, right?
Yeah.
He's got
Riptide's
Riptide level
better,
1,
yeah.
so nothing happens here on Empire because they have got no initiation.
Yeah. Well, EG will not want to fight. They've actually only got 4. Fogged is off doing some warding near the bottom river.
Fear.
Well, this is not the best position for Empire because they were coming up from the low ground, so EG see them coming in.
They're just pushing them out of their own jungle.
Empire. This is
Empire
just
choo-choo
so bold.
Yeah. Look at these warding.
All right.
What are these warding for? There's no jungler.
Well, they're going to go
yeah,
safe
bad
lane,
jungle.
tri lane. Yeah,
Bad
safe lane,
jungle.
tri lane. Universe can't actually go off lane against the tri lane, so he's got to go jungle.
All right, it's going to be Clockwork solo top. No surprise there. Played by Mag. We have Vanscore. Well, maybe. Vanscore is joining on the mid lane. No, he's just warding there on Naga Siren. We have Always Want to Fly on Disruptor. Scando's been playing mid on Dragon Knight. And last but not least, it's going to be Silent playing Luna on the bot lane.
Well, for the Dire team, it's the boys in blue, Evil Geniuses. We've got Sand King being played by Fear, Rubik being played by Fog, Gyrocopter in the hands of Jo, and Puck at the mid lane, MSS, the new solo mid player for the team, and Batrider being played by Universe. He's going to go straight jungle. Unfortunately for him,
Dang, what a stack.
this big camp of his not going to be spawning, I believe. Does this small camp also get blocked? No.
No, it doesn't. That would be the magic bush ward for
So
days.
they didn't see this sentry ward get planted down.
I guess
which
not.
is a
And
bit
in
of a
fact,
problem.
they're dropping Sentry Ward all over the place to find that Sentry Ward. That's sad. That's sad for EG because they're losing a ton of gold for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, this one sentry ward over near the pool. I think they thought the pool was the pool actually warded? I didn't see that.
Would you mean the big camp? Over
No,
here?
the normal normal dire pool, was that
yeah.
actually blocked?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was.
So this was just a sentry used in case it was.
Yeah.
I think they expect you see the enemy team go 5 through your jungle. You're expecting the pool to be blocked among other things, but they just blocked off the 2 big camps.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Batrider needs to get his levels in farm is stacking big camps. So this actually hurts him a ton.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Well, this is what you do. You just kill the level 1 camp to get your level 2, and then you get basically napalm to start stacking. But there's nothing to stack.
You've got to hope you don't get mud golems, and he does. If you don't get mud golem camps, you can stack these medium camps and maybe get some farm. But he's gotten unlucky with that one spawn.
So, is there any possibility that Bat goes offensive jungle? There's
I
no
don't
way,
think
right?
so. I think he
There's
gets
no way.
zoned out too easily by Naga Siren and Disruptor because Batrider sustains a lot of damage jungling. But we'll see. Maybe he just uses the pulls. I think he may just have to use the pull camp while the 2 supports roam around more, which is exactly what we're seeing early on from EG. Fear and Fog, they're smoked up. They want to go for an early backstab here on the top lane. Mag, though, oh, he's got Rocket. He needs to hit level 2 and get Cogs.
He's going to get level 2 very soon, very soon. Can he get it? No, the Burrow Strike is going to come through from the back lines here. Yep, he's now seen. The Rocket Barrage going to come through. Jo Rocket Barrage not going to get it. Mag trying to tangle himself out of there. Into the Fog he goes. He's still okay. He's got the Cogs. He now pushed him out. The Rocket Barrage will be cooling down. He's out of Tango. He's going to give up a First Blood. Burrow Strike. And that was some sick animation glitch.
Yeah, going off the map or something there, but whew, EG cut it close. Yeah,
because if something go horribly wrong, like
if he cogs earlier and Jo isn't inside, Jo getting caught inside the cogs is what got the kill. If he's outside and gets hit by the cogs, and because he's against the wall there, he could have got hit by it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see, well, Mag getting a double kill or something.
He also had 1 tango left. Maybe he could have tangoed and just walked his way out of there, but that didn't happen. Meanwhile, back in the bot lane, it's going to be MSS finding a solo kill on the Naga that was trying to gank. I have no idea whether he tower dove and was gotten too low, but I guess some of that happened.
All right, well, that's a good stuff for EG as any, as 2 early kills going their way. And MSS at the mid lane is doing a decent job of slowing down Scandal. Just a 7 CS for Scandal. He's got his bottle flying out and will be constantly... Oh, no, it's an empty bottle. He missed Micro Courier.
Oh, no.
It was coming back to mid lane, and then it was like halfway to mid lane. He's like, oh, crap, it's not actually being refilled.
Holy crap, that's like losing 1.5 trip.
Yeah, that's one of those sort of small missed micros that can actually lose you the middle lane against a hero like the Puck here.
Well, he's definitely not having a good time right now. The CS difference is 16 on the Puck, 8 on the Dragon Knight, so doubling his CS. Top lane's not doing well. Bot lane's not really doing well because Naga just fed a kill on the mid lane. And Silent's going to try to push for his team, but really, are they going to destroy this tier 1 in good time?
Well, Luna good at pushing. Actually just throwing Lucent Beams on creeps here at the bottom lane to try and speed things up.
Mana, you got to bring a Basilius.
Yep. Riptide, more minus armor, and it looks like they should be able to get this. They may just tank this so they keep their siege creep alive.
Well,
they're going to have to trade aggro a lot here. This is... Yikes. Is there a there's a glyph too. This is where you pop the glyph just so they take more damage.
Glyph?
No
EG?
glyph. And Silent misses the last hit. With all that damage being sustained at the tower, that was... Actually, I mean, that's a decent chunk of gold being missed out on there.
Yeah, well,
especially when there's no hero contesting it. You really be getting that last hit.
Sanking is making the rotation, and so does Batrider. Batrider level 3. But with the tier 1 tower destroyed, he says, thank you. I can now get my levels here. They do see Sanking coming in. They should get a small glimpse of him. There you go. They ping him out. Surprise there. But unfortunately, Batrider is going to get all the levels that he was denied in the jungle. Well, so maybe you shouldn't do that tier 1 push.
Always when a flyer's going to go for a quick creep pull here at the bottom lane, just to pull the creep equilibrium further back for the Luna, since Luna doesn't want to be farming up near the tower. So they'll look to get this creep equilibrium back near the tier 1 on the Radiant side, and after that, Bat may be forced back in the jungle, depending on what the Radiant supports want to be doing.
Milling here, Fear did not have boots of speed, did have the boots of speed. He was walking so very slowly. MSS wasn't in range to drop that coil either, so they back off and they'll reset up top. Clockwork, level 3. Generally, Mag, the way that when I see him play Clock, his clock is very, very slow, the way he starts out the game, but he just finds mid-game hooks after hooks after hooks and recovers, so we'll look towards him just doing that.
Alright, well, Scandal is... He's also... I feel like both solo heroes struggling for Empire is a bit of a concern. I mean, Mag obviously can do a bit more with less levels, but it feels like Dragon Knight Scandal at mid lane is been slowing down quite a bit here. Just the 16, 17 CS now. Puck is going to be hitting level 6 a lot earlier, actually hitting level 7 now, and will have a lot of ganking potential should he find like a good 6-minute rune to maybe try and go cause some problems either with the Radiant supports at bottom lane, even rotate top, go for killing Mag and a fast tier 1 tower.
Yeah, I mean, the Radiant support are rotating, the rune is spawning soon. It seems like Empire, again, they just want to play it passively. They gave away a couple more kills that they don't really need to give away. The rune's going to spawn up top. It's invis, and I think Scandal's got a vision of that. Yeah, so, but MSS is just getting a little bit quicker with the orb.
Yep. Alright, well, Trilane at top. Not going to be able to find another kill for the time being on Mag, as he's playing very far back. I think this is something where EG, they need to just go for some pulls here and try to get the support some levels. Fear on Sanking a hero, which can get a lot from levels and farm. You want to get the Arcane Boots up, you want to get a Magic Wand, and you want to try to get your level 5, level 6 as early as possible on a hero like Sanking.
Yeah, we saw DK last game when we saw Sanking. Just commit a lot of farm on him.
Yep.
Was able to be a level 11 like 20 minutes in, which is pretty impressive for a support. But here comes the tier 1 tower siege, and I really don't think that Empire could defend this.
No, it looks like they're just going to let go. EG with 4 heroes up here. Actually, TP's coming. Disruptor's on the way, as is Naga Siren. They've got 3 heroes. The question is, who's going to be the 4th TP? It's got to be Luna, I feel. And Luna, level 6 with Eclipse ready. They're going to glyph this.
TP, and here we go. They're going to try to back, but there is
There's a
glimpse
glimpse.
backwards.
It'll be at least 1 kill with the glimpse.
Yeah, they're going to get that 1.
Just a Rubik, though.
That's okay. You get 1 kill, you
And
get
the
a
tower,
deny,
yeah.
and maybe even push the other direction.
Yeah.
Or they can just go back and farm.
Yeah, it is worth it because they get the tower tonight, so denying EG of a decent chunk of gold there. And smart play by Empire, rotating the 3 heroes. They had the Luna, the safe lane carry ready with the TP in, and while they were hoping to get more there, they still get the tower tonight, and that makes it well worth it. Luna immediately starts heading back towards bottom lane to continue farming, though. So
I see Empire actually just getting that same play every time they have a disruptor. It's always a push. They have a glyph. They TP a carrier or 2 in their front line, forces the enemy team to run, and just glimpse the support.
all right.
That play is just like 100% fail-proof.
Yeah, it really is something that an EG have to run more or less at that point. I guess they do have the gyrocopter cooldown, but they don't really want to take a fight there when it's Empire storming in with 4, maybe even a 5th hero, and right by their tower. But well, Empire going to just settle down for the time being. Scandal is level 7, getting very close to that level 8, so we can see maybe him start pressuring towers. And that's the other thing. Puck can't spend too much time out of this lane, otherwise a Dragon Knight with the ultimate form will quickly burn away at your tower.
So far, no burning of towers just yet, although double damage is going to get secured on the bot lane. Again, Empire support just want level 6. Naga, unfortunately, only level 3. That's really, really poor leveling. They're going to run into Fog, though. Fog's... How did they... Well, they had a ward seeing him coming straight down here. So that helped. But Fog was just thinking he was safe going to ward.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's 2 kills apiece. The gold graph, the lead for EG, quite small at this point. Not much really separating the 2 teams, and this is what's coming from, I guess, both teams going to safe lane, trial lane, just looking to trade farm with one another.
Bad Rider has a Blink Dagger, and he's going to be starting to look to gank. One thing I do want to point out about that kill that they just got in Fog, the Radiant team also got fairly valuable information that there is no vision on EG over here in this portion of the river. If Fog see him coming, they would not just walk straight into 3 heroes. So... That gank that they successfully got on Fog also told that this area is not warded and they could do more ganks later, a little bit later on.
Yep. AG for the time being. I think they just want to try and wait for this Blink Dagger on the puck. Until then, it's kind of hard to get too aggressive and try go for too many kills or even try and push down too many more of these towers, because otherwise they're getting punished like we saw at the top lane with the glimpse backs. But Scandal mid lane is going to get jumped on the death.
MSS misses every single spell aside from the coil. Now he's going to get hit. Can we get a glimpse backward? That's a question. He's silent. Glimpse back into the other portion. He's going to get brought down. The orb's not going to be out. MSS misplaying a little bit over there on the mid lane.
Yeah, I think he thought the backup could come a bit sooner with the Dream Call to lead things off, but unfortunately EG just not quite in position. And well, now with Empire with multiple heroes mid there, could go for a bit of chip damage on this tower, not going to look to do so. I think they're just happy to get some more levels and farm in the side lanes. Mag is going to hit that level 6 very soon on Clockwork.
Yep. Universe, though, already level 8 with the Blink Dagger, although I think he's hovering on the mid lane. Already shown his Blink Dagger, so you can see that this ward doing such a good job seeing the Bat Rider before he even comes in. So Radiant team fully aware of what Universe is up to.
Yeah. So, especially considering how many of his pull spots got blocked, the Universe has done a great job getting the Blink Dagger up even this fast. He has gone very bad just with the brown boots and TP scroll, but
the level 1 tower push really helped.
Yeah.
And okay, here comes the work from EG. Very nicely done.
All right. Well, they've got map control over this middle lane, which will help them out a lot should they choose to take a fight. MSS, his Blink Dagger slowed down a lot by that death, though, so that's actually quite costly for him.
MSS Blink Dagger check. 1337. Small passive farm. I'm so surprised that we haven't seen that tier 1 push come yet from Team Empire just yet. Maybe they're scared of the Blink Dagger from Bat Rider a little bit.
I like what Empire are doing. They're stacking Ancients. They're being quite efficient. It was just like a Clockwork, manually stacking the Ancients for the Radiant team. So doing anything to sort of ensure that their late game is going to be strong enough to match up to EG. Get Luna these big late game items that are going to be needed. I think okay, I was about to say, was it a Rubik Rocket Flare? Rocket Flare just lands on Luna, but it's just Clockwork sending out cautionary shots. And Luna going to start clearing away some of these neutral stacks. EG, though, timing this up with a smoke into the enemy jungle may actually catch out this Luna. Yeah,
this gank's going to be fairly important. If they get Luna kill and Puck is involved in that kill, they could be fairly rich. Here comes the last one. Do we have a Song? No Song. The Ensnare's going to come through, but Silence going to be dead. Immediate lift here against Vanscore. Vanscore's also going to be dead, but immediate buyback. Looks like Mech hooks his ally. Cogs, no Cogs. The Dream Call slowing everybody down. Here comes Scandal. Do they have Glimpse? Do they have vision of the Glimpse? They have nothing. And the buyback from Luna was also used. That was a huge victory coming from EG.
Yeah, really nicely played. That was a great time to go smoking through the enemy jungle. I think they had a very good idea that Luna was there. And whether or not they knew Naga Siren was level 6 or not, well, who knows. But Naga Siren not being level 6 meant that they couldn't actually save the Luna there. If there's Song of the Siren up, that would go completely differently in Empire's favor.
I mean, I think Luna might still die to the fire that he was being dragged on.
Yeah.
If there was a song, but yeah, there is no song. They lose that team fight, and buyback also being forced out. EG in a more comfortable lead this game.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, and we'll see. It's a small lead for the time being, but it feels like they've just got much better control over this game. They've got great vision up on the map, controlling sort of the river, the middle lane as well, sentries to prevent any sort of Empire warding as well, and EG, they're working towards getting Geo nice and farm, doing some ancient stacking of their own, but that's already being shut down. Always want to fly. Drops an observer ward directly on top of those ancients to prevent it from respawning.
I think it was scouted. They pinged it a couple more times, but this observer ward
yes,
saw it happening. So,
well, EG probably going to see that get dewarded fairly early on. They want to use the ancient stack as fast as possible, but
oh yeah, when you see the enemy gyrocopter go Helmet Dominator,
yeah,
it's worth the investment. Just drop the observer or sentry there.
Here's the blink dagger for MSS. So MSS on this puck does have the initiation. Oh, he doesn't get hit by the smoke. They tried to smoke in the enemy jungle, and I think MSS wanted to go with him, but...
Okay. I mean, I think
with
with the Bad Rider, it should be enough. Although, it is Luna, and she does have Eclipse.
The timing of this not... Well, I guess there is neutrals there, but Luna's just decided I'm not going to go for the neutrals. He's going to go bottom lane instead. They found Naga Siren instead. Naga Siren still not level 6. He's 4 experience away from level 6. There's a turnaround, though, and it's Puck. MSS blinks in, gets himself a double kill. Fear going to stop Scandal here. Can they actually bring down Scandal? Mag's going to try and stop that from happening. Fog is actually going to take a fall now, and EG, well, they're not done fighting. They're going to bring down Mag as well, and just 2 heroes left on the Empire side. It's the Luna, it's Scandal and the Dragon Knight. Eclipse going to bring down Puck. And, well, it's a 2-for-3 trade for the time being. EG, they're forced back, but it's still an alright fight for them. Not losing too much there. Losing the Puck is a bit of a loss, but all in all, it was slightly favorable for EG.
Yeah, I mean, Silent picking up a couple kills at the end wasn't exactly what EG wanted, but really can't ask for too much if you're making dives like that. Fear working on the Blink Dagger next as per usual. Universe really needs to go back and pick up some of his basic items. He's been ganking well with the Blink, but really need that extra bracer, for example, for the extra tank. Or maybe he's going to go straight for that. We'll see.
Alright. Empire, I feel like Empire can always just turn this game around so fast. We've seen Mag Clockwork in the past just like find the hook shots that Empire need. It's not really the traditional Empire line, like they've run a lot of lifesteals as their carry. We're seeing Scandal in a different, more sort of just tanky frontline hero in the Dragon Knight, but this is still the Empire who is currently 7-0 in the group stage. They've not dropped a game. Kaipi even in Group A, they were dominant, but they dropped a game. They went 7-1, and Empire are trying to do one better and go 8-0 in this group stage.
We'll see whether they could do it. This game looking okay so far. Nobody really in the lead. And again, somewhat surprised the fact that Empire really not deciding to push. They're a decent pushing lineup, especially with all the backup they have on Luna, but they're just afraid of what EG could bust out of nowhere.
Yeah, the double Blink Daggers, I guess, is their main fear, with a Blink Puck initiation to be able to silence multiple heroes, and Batrider being able to isolate one, but the answer to that, I guess, has got to come from Naga Siren, who is now level 6, so there's a Song of the Siren, but maybe Empire's saying that's not enough.
I mean, Luna's already out of here, so that push is not going to happen, so...
And they want the Luna BKB. It's going to buy the Ogre Club, so start working towards that. And they're still... these are just Tier 1 towers, like the middle tower, the top tower, that Empire is struggling to bring down.
Eventually they'll bring them down, I imagine, but it seems like slower game just really favor Empire's playstyle. Very, very calculative.
It's also slightly EG's playstyle often as well, I feel.
Okay, fair enough. Although EG seems like they're making more mistakes. When you play a slower game, each death is more pronounced. Each death is more pronounced because there's a lower death count, so... They're, you know, losing hero here and there. Here comes the smoke. They do find Luna, but...
Again?
Well, here
nice
comes Fear. Burrow Strike's gonna hit. Do they have enough damage to actually kill him? Flame Break on top.
He hasn't got Epicenter.
Don't need Epicenter.
He gets it now. I mean, didn't need it there, but
he's just like level up 3 times. Clockwork Hook's gonna come right in. The Psalm the Siren on the side to cancel all the backup on the back. Fog's gonna be dead. Well, immediate buyback from Puck. They want Fear. Fear trying to Burrow Strike is out of the way. And where's the Burrow Strike? Burrow Strike not gonna be there. 3 for 0 engagement as a follow-up spell. Nicely done.
Fear leveled up Epicenter at level 8. This is definitely not the net or extinct Sand King build.
No.
Also because he didn't get stats, but
And then next thing really like to get stats on their Sand King, but
yep.
Well, all of a sudden, I think perhaps Radiant slightly had. They did lose the Luna, which is.
This Luna's struggling to find the space to farm, I feel, but can catch up. There's the Ancient stack going on. Gyrocopter's in a similar boat, though. I think Gyrocopter and Luna are very similar in net worth. Gyrocopter with about a 500-600 gold lead there. It's not like Gyrocopter's having an amazing time and is just killing stack after stack, so I feel like Luna's doing just enough, and even getting caught off a couple of times isn't being too costly.
I mean, Gyrocopter, Blinkcore on the milling here. Sango gets silenced. The Burrow Strike, it's going to clip too. Call down's going to fly through. Scandal's going to be dead. Epicenter would be a drop here, but Mac doesn't really care too much. In fact, he is going to go down to a couple of right clicks.
Well, 2 kills and they're not done. They want to chase Disruptor, always want to fly. He does not stand a chance to a Blink and Puck, as well as a Bat Rider who's chasing him down. DK on the side. Oh, sorry, not DK. It's actually fogged with a flame Breath of Fire. DK already dead, of course, and 5 EG heroes going to get themselves a T1 mid tower, so Empire get themselves a slightly favorable fight. EG bounce back, almost just get a complete wipe and take a T1 tower, so that is a good fight going EG's way. The boys in blue are suddenly looking a lot better here in game number 2, and if they win this game, there's so much less pressure going into that last series against 4FC. All they've got to do is win one of the 2 games.
EG now farming the enemy jungle, trying to eke out every bit of economic advantage they can get. And EG, obviously, like you said, in a situation they just need to win as many games as possible. BKB being attempted by Jo. And pretty much that's all the items they have shown for. The 2 Blink Dagger, a Helmet, and BKB. The rest of the support is still fairly poor. And again, it seems like EG very comfortable playing things like farm. And I guess that's why it makes sense to when Fear picks MSS, things like Dragon Knight, OD. These are a lot more farming oriented hero. Whereas Puck has he really made too many ganks at all?
He's been involved in a lot of these kills, but it feels like he just got a bit too far behind it at certain points in mid lane and made it, like you say, a couple of misplays there, like where he went in, used all his spells, didn't kill the Dragon Knight, ended up dying. His Blink Dagger got slowed down so dramatically that it was hard to get involved. But we're seeing, I think, a resurgence now. As EG, whenever smokes are up, they're kind of trying to go for them. They're going to have a 4 stuff soon on the Bat Rider. And, well, bottom lane. Fear, he's in trouble. He somehow got caught out under this tower.
Okay.
Well, he just straight up TP's out. I think Luna caught the scent there, but the hookshot was used in the opposite direction.
Yeah, the Rocket Flare also used in a kind of a suboptimal position as well, so.
Tower does get denied, but Fear behind enemy line somehow gets out. I'm not sure how he actually got there to begin with, but
he's old man Fear, don't question.
No. I think imagine it was just going for the tier 1 tower and there was multiple TPs coming in. Disconnect from Luna, so immediate pause.
So both teams trying to farm right now, and you can see who's clearly have the advantage. Radiant farming a bit more, and that's primarily due to the fact that Clockwork could farm all of the map and get creeps that were going to die anyway. Luna farms well in the jungle. Dragon Knight, Naga, these are just sit in lane, and it's hard to pick them off. And then, of course, you have, if EG decides to farm, for example, then the story is a little bit different with Clockwork being able to initiate for him.
Yeah, they can't really. They can farm, but they have to make sure they've got proper ward vision up. They can't just be split pushing and expect not to get caught out, because that's where Clockwork, Hookshot, Disruptor, Glimpse. There's so much catching potential from Empire that EG have to be careful when they do it. But for the most part, they're coming out ahead with these trades. They got themselves a really nice fight recently. They got that tier 1 middle tower, and it's a 5,000 gold league going the way of EG.
Oh man, it's so hot in here.
Drink that water, man.
That water.
Stay hydrated. That's right. For those of you also, we're talking about the EG versus 4FC match, which is after this. Myself and Lumi won't be casting that, but a big thanks to Mort, who will be taking over the stream, as we're going to be casting MLG. So, MLG starting at, I think, 1 p.m. today. I don't know if Relic's playing today. I hope he is. Did you hear that he won the 1v1 tournament?
And also read that Arteezy
was a bit salty about it. That was some good entertainment.
Representing NA community well. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, we're seeing some good from the NA Dota community right now as far as EG is concerned. This is a much better showing after that. Well, they lost. We're talking about a bad showing when they lost to Dignitas, but Dignitas themselves are an American team, so.
Yeah, except what's Dignitas score so far in the group? 2-6.
2-6. 2-6.
And the only team they beat is EG.
Dignitas, if they wanted to help out the NA Dota community, they would have said, look guys, we could beat EG, but then we may both not make it out of Group B. Let's help out NA Dota scene and just tank it. Not saying they should. I'm not encouraging that, but it's just like
Pride is on the line right now.
yeah. The irony that if EG don't advance because Dignitas's only wins were against EG, jeez, that is
Anecdotal, guys.
It's always a funny thing with like the Anecdotal scene. Like all the teams seem a lot more even. Like I remember back in like back when there was the three big powerhouses, Dignitas, Liquid, EG, like leading up to TI3 and stuff. Like there was like the American Dota League, and it felt like Dignitas would beat those teams as much as anything else. But come European tournaments, it felt like Dignitas was a lot weaker than either EG or Liquid. Like Liquid was
maybe they just match up better.
Yeah, it felt like Liquid fared the best in the European tournaments, whereas Dignitas in the American tournaments seemed to do fine against Liquid and EG. But they got a reputation for they weren't called Dignitas for a while with their lead up to TI3 when they weren't playing too well. But they played damn well. They played damn well at the TI3.
Dang, all of these empowering the viewers to flame teams.
No, not empowering. Just talking about history. I'm a big NA Dota fan.
Are you?
Relic Man, he's the future of NA Dota.
All right.
I'm a Relic.
I haven't heard that phrase before. Everybody's yeah. Boba says something about beautiful fields and
what about Relic or about NA Dota?
About Arteezy. Where's Arteezy now?
That is poetic.
Yeah.
Sam
that's
needs
beautiful.
to consider a change of career.
Sam writes poems. He writes haiku as he's hooking people. Yeah,
that rider's searching at this Ancients for a pick-off here. He's got the blink and the force staff, so he can get a bit more ballsy and aggressive, and definitely look towards him, maybe even picking up a gem just to start getting complete and utter map control for EG. Something which, with that, it gets a lot harder for Empire to farm on the map and get these pickoffs.
Yeah, it just, having Blink Dagger is nice on your Bat Rider as well as Puck, but it just feels like Team Empire is so much more ahead with their item choices. BKB is already up, the mech's halfway there for advanced score, and of course Silent working towards his BKB as well. Once you have double BKB up on your cores and they just push, what does EG actually do?
Well, EG's gonna have a third Blink Dagger actually on Fear.
Yeah, on Fear. This is the big one here. So.
And for EG, I mean, what do? It's build towards the late game with Jayo. We've seen his late game prowess. The Divine Rapier game, of course, is in everyone's memory still, and he's someone who can take it late game with a gyrocopter and, well, either win it or lose it. And recently, his gyrocopter's been winning games for EG.
Okay, I wouldn't say his gyrocopter's been winning game.
Well, that's true. It was a great all around team fight. That was like the big AOE team fight.
It was a big AOE team fight, and Jayo was at that point responding. No, he was dead. He wasn't even alive during that point. Fear, by the way, don't die here. You got your Blink Dagger.
Yep, this is it. He's got the farm for it now. So also hits level 11. So at level 2 Epicenter, suddenly the damage output really increases.
Okay, nice.
But EG aren't looking to commit to any sort of a push. Even with these item pickups, Jayo TP's top. He's going to continue to farm. And it looks like he has killed off the Ancient stack earlier on. Both teams have killed off their Ancient stacks. Luna very close to BKB now. So Luna actually behind Gyrocopter, which is only by the tiniest of margins though. But BKB, Helm the Dominator already up on Gyrocopter with a good chunk of gold. Luna still looking for that BKB.
Yeah, I mean, I think Luna is just a slower farmer compared to Gyrocopter because of Flat Cannon, especially early game. Yeah. Maybe it gets a little bit better for the Luna a little bit later on, but for now, it's EG pushing a tier 2 tower on the bot lane. I think the Radiant team's going to go for a tier 1 tower trade. For whatever reason, maybe I'm just missing something completely obvious. Team Empire seems like they're too afraid to team fight.
I think it's
heads-on competition.
I think it's just mostly the Bat Rider. Like, he can almost guarantee a pick-off. Sure, you've got Song of the Siren to disengage, but then you've got the Puck initiation. So it's like, there's too many ways for EG to start a fight and start it off on their terms.
Well, speaking of Bat Rider, he drags and Fear trying to look for the blink. Flaming Lasso pushing back. The Burrow Strike's going to be there. Immediate song, and suddenly they get BKB and turn the hell out of this.
Yeah, he may as well bottle up, get himself some more HP. Looks like Scandal does want to fight. Silence on Fear going to prevent him from using anything. Jayo, he BKB's up, going to negate a lot of this Eclipse damage, but the Eclipse is going to find Rubik instead. Silent, he's on the chase here, and it looks like this is the kind of fight Empire want. They're not
MSS.
done. MSS, he caught in no man's land on his own. Well, by no man's land, he's behind enemy lines.
Yeah, this is tier 2 for sure. Empire's going to go down. And they have so much pushing power. And we can see that BKB is not traditionally, or not a legit counter to Luna, because just because you're not hitting the beams, Everybody else is taking the beams in the face.
And Mag still has hook shot here, so he's going to be looking maybe for a pickoff. Would love to try and find this gyrocopter behind the tower, who doesn't have BKB up at the moment. The EG defend this. They've got TPs coming in. Fog going to make his way there, drop a fade bot maybe, and at least go for a tower deny they should.
They're just dropping low, and tower's going to get denied. Nobody. 1 HP, guys. 1 HP tower. Nobody focusing on it. Looks like Scandal's going to get picked off.
Creeps.
Fogged?
That's siege creep.
Oh my god.
No one's noticed.
Guys?
Alright, it's alright. Well, it will get eventually noticed, I'm sure.
Alright, somebody pinged it. It was... it was Universe.
MSS looks like he's headed there to deny. Okay, Fog gets the deny. Phew. I thought Silent was like about to go back.
Silent thought about it, and then he's just like, he saw the enemy creep wave coming. Like,
he had no BKB, so it was a bit too risky for him, I think. Even for a Russian team.
Alright, here comes that patented first item Clockwork Blade Mail on Clockwork.
Yeah, Mag loves this.
Hook in, pop that Blade Mail, and suddenly things like Bat Rider, Firefly, Call Down.
Yeah.
They're hurting much, and of course the Epicenter too.
Right now, both these teams playing some really solid Dota. I mean, that's kind of what we've come to expect from Empire throughout this group stage and just throughout the recent turns. But EG, this is their new roster. They had their 2-0 defeat against Dignitas. And here they are against Empire, the best team in this group, and putting up a really good showing. Because game one, even though they lost it, it still felt like EG sort of had their openings, and without a couple sort of individual mistakes, they may have won that anyway.
Yeah, I thought that was definitely a very, very close game. This game, both teams again farming away. Silence up to another 2.2k goal. I think maybe Yasha or Butterfly is his next big item. We'll see what he opts for. Yasha, if he wants it, he has to go right now.
Yeah. It doesn't really feel like he needs a Butterfly against this kind of a lineup. A lot of magic damage, stuns, disables, and what are you actually evading? Gyrocopter if he's targeting you directly, but if it's flak damage, you're not evading it. So Butterfly doesn't seem like the right item of choice this game, which is where Manta Style's not bad. You could go straight to the Satanic, but I guess you don't really have the enough damage output or attack speed. Yeah. A Butterfly is still really nice. Even evasion aside, it's still one of the best items to get on Luna.
I agree. I mean, sure, if you look at the damage output, looks like Initiation going to come through. Counter Initiate comes on. Is there a song? No song just yet. BKB on the high ground. Silence. Silence going to drop his Eclipse. It's not hitting anything. Fear Invis right now. The Invis is going to be broken out very, very soon. The song breaks him out. They can focus on Jail with the ensnare. Jail's still alive, and now Fear trapped in the high ground. 1v1 arena. Fear doesn't burrow strike on the low ground. He now goes back in the Sandstorm. Blinks back out. Silence stuck there.
It's going to just TP in a second, I imagine.
Yeah.
There's no... Is there a 4-star? I don't think there is 4-stars on this Radiant team, so no way to get them off. And the chase is now on. They're trying to just get to this shop here, maybe buy a TP scroll to get the hell out.
There's Blink and Force in Universe. He's out of there. Easy.
What about Fear? Fear needs to look
got
for
Blink as well. They're going to just go for a kill. Yeah, they are. Well then.
Disruptor was the only one chasing, and now Mag and Scandal come in, and now we look towards Blink out, TP out, Burrow Strike yourself in some trees. Fear knows that he needs to get the hell out of here.
He's got TP scrolls. He's got a ton of mana. It's easy.
Hook into. Oh, Rocket.
No hook. Oh. Woo! See, Boba didn't even need a scout.
Yeah,
Boba would have been writing a poem as
the scout wastes too much of that time there.
Yeah, Boba would have just blind hook got him and be like, somebody give me a haiku for Boba, please. And tweet it at Boba.
Boba haikus.
Boba haiku.
About clockwork hooking or just about life in general?
As he's hooking. Write a haiku about the desolate
NA
community. Yeah. As he's winning Dota games.
Ooh, another pickoff maybe. As Batrod has actually found Nagasara now in the river here. Nagasara, and this time definitely no ultimate. Still just level 1 ultimate, and easy pickoff going by EG. EG with a few good kills in a row here. First to disrupt another Nagasara. And these are just supports they're killing off, but they're just buying time and space, and maybe even going to be able to follow this up with a bit of a tower push.
I'm going to say, whoever acquired Universe to be on EG, whether it's Fair, whether it's the front desk, somebody needs a pay raise, because that guy by far is EG's best player right now.
Well, who knows how much EG paid Dignitas for the guy?
I don't know. But Universe is carrying the team really, really well in this game, and he's always your solid player, no matter which game you're in. So Universe is making it happen right now.
Well, EG aren't done at this bottom lane. They want to stay around. They want to do some more damage. The problem is their damage is entirely Gyrocopter at this point, it feels like. Maybe Sankey, if he gets an Epicenter off, can add some extra damage there, but Puck is mostly just your setup, your silence, Batrider, if he, I guess, does a bit of damage over time, but for the most part, this is just all Jo moving towards the late game. He's got to go damage here, and that's exactly what he's doing, going for this MKB pickup.
Or you know, depending how they go, it might be some divines. But we saw in that previous team fight when he popped the BKB, the song and snare immediately got focused on Jo.
Oh, top lane. There's a jump at top lane. The TP's got cancelled. Mag has no way out of this one.
He doesn't have cogs either. Quackle Cook. Ooh, never say never. You got a rocket flare, Fear. You got a rocket flare. Oh, never mind.
I'd say Fear's got a blink and burrow strike, so he could have chased that one, unless there was TPs coming in to prevent the chase. But they almost actually got 2 kills at that top lane. Luna as well had to BKB TP just to escape. So
that's 10-second BKB. That was
8
his
seconds. But this BKB is getting shorter and shorter by the minute.
I mean, if you look at the River team fight when, again, Universe, making it happen, dragged the Luna up to the high ground. And guess what? They just focused Gyrocopter on the low ground, and there was literally no damage coming out from EG after that. So EG lost that team fight 3-1 or 3-2 or something like that.
Yep.
And Empire will just keep doing that. They will just, whenever BKB comes up for the gyro, they will just song, ensnare the gyro, and then right-click him. Eventually, you're gonna kill him. Eventually, Empire's gonna pick up enough damage.
And this is where you can't really go the Divine Rapier against the Naga Siren team, I feel.
I mean, they did it last time against 4FC, and they won.
A bit more desperate at times, I think. But right now, I think EG, they're on level footing and maybe even slightly ahead. I think the one sort of worry for them going late game is that they do have a lot resting on the Gyrocopter to deal damage. But that's where we'll see Puck move towards a Hex. Sanking is still doing okay as far as damage output goes, and they've got so much lockdown and disable and just and pick off potential that they can make up for the fact that a lot of their actual team fight damage is coming just from the Gyrocopter.
Okay. I mean, last time when they won the Divine Rapier, they were down by 15,000 gold. Right now they're down by 3,000. So it's
no, that's their lead.
Oh, sorry, they're leading by 3,000. So never mind. It doesn't feel like they're leading at all, though. That's why I'm.
It feels very even right now. Like neither team can really. It's like this big tug of war which just hasn't moved for the last 20 minutes.
Oh, it's moving soon now. Silent's gonna pick up a Demon Edge.
MKB, it looks like.
Who is building?
Or is it no Daedalus even? Daedalus on Luna is some. If you want, like, as far as damage output goes, Daedalus is
Why
up
wouldn't
there.
you just go Butterfly though?
Yeah.
It feels just flat out better. Is he trying to throw the game?
You don't go MKB on Luna, do you? Because there's no one with evasion.
I mean, it's just a nice, attack item.
MKB.
Yeah.
But as far as damage output, I feel like
good attack speed.
Mathematically, Daedalus offers you more.
Yes, it does. If you're hitting every hit.
Yeah.
Which right now you are, because there's no evasion.
So I imagine this may be a Daedalus build coming out. I think Daedalus Butterfly is a great late game play for
But
Luna.
if you go in Daedalus, you always go Crystallis first, because
generally, yes.
Yeah.
What's he bought? He's bought something. It's flying out. All right, MKB Luna. Unusual. I think basically the way he wants to play this is probably get 1 damage item, be it at this point it's the MKB, and then he needs to go back for the Satanic to actually boost up his HP, because he's still very squishy in the sense if he gets caught out by a Batrider lasso, if he's trying to man-fight the Gyrocopter, it's not going to be easy for him.
Well, here comes a little bit of pulling. Fog got burned last time. No, they smoked straight into the Roshan pit. Jeez.
And EG then...
They're expecting a smoke egg.
EG can't respond in time, it looks like. Fear unless he goes for like a blind epicenter blink in, which isn't coming. Start chilling Fear.
There's nothing to check. There's Firefly. Where is it? We need a Flame Break. Rocket Flare comes out of pit, so they know now. They definitely know
they use the song. I like this from Empire, even though it was completely unnecessary. They wanted to make 100% sure nothing was going to go wrong there. And that's even still a level 1 Song of the Siren, so a 3-minute cooldown being used to ensure that Roshan goes the way of Empire.
No more SSS just walk into the pit and be like, okay.
Yeah, that was a big mishap, but Empire recovered from that one, and right now it looks like they may recover from this small gold deficit of theirs as EG. They're going to roam on through the enemy jungle. Empire forced back as while Roshan was going on, a lot of these lanes were getting pushed out, so they've got to look to regain their creep equilibrium.
Okay, where's the EG team? They're trying to look for a similar pick themselves. Not going to find anything, though. JO leading the charge. I'm surprised, because JO being all of their damage, they're kind of exposing JO quite a bit, using him to bait, or having him to lead the charge. Sure, he's got BKB helm and, MKB, but he still can get brought down very easily.
Alright, well, JO going to find himself a small little ancient stack over here. It's actually been blocked from further spawning. Actually, the Observer Horde just about to expire, so It will respawn at the 34-minute mark. But for the time being, both teams just want to try to be as efficient as possible with their farming and their movements around. Haven't seen much from Scandal, but moving towards the late game. Oh, they catch out Mag at bottom lane, EG. Nice little pick off there. But moving towards the late game, I feel Scandal on the DK is going to be offering a lot more damage output. He's hit level 16, so we have the Frost Dragon. He's got BKB Shutterblade right now, and if he can add an Assault Crest to that, I think Empire do have the better late game, having like a dual core, and even their offlane and Clockwork. I guess he feels a similar role to the Batrider as far as initiating, but just having the 2 core heroes, I feel, is a lot stronger. Whereas EG, instead of they have 1 core hero and then 2 initiators.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost even consider Mag as a core at this point because of the item that he's going. He's going for Blade Mail and then BKB next. He's able to actually disrupt a lot of the team fight such a way that forces Sastanking to cast in a very awkward position, forcing Jail to call down certain areas, things of that nature. So Team Empire still very content to keep on farming. 2,400 gold on their Luna. Ton more gold on Scandal. And 2,000 gold on him as well.
Yep. Do you think you finish the Satanic now? Do you get the Butterfly for Luna?
I think you finish the Satanic. You just need the HP running into this stage of the game.
Alright, well, as for EG, Gyrocopter, he's got himself a bit of gold, and that's where he's going to be considering, do I need to finish my Satanic? He's going to be deterred away from the Butterfly, but meanwhile there is a pick-off in the Radiant jungle. Batrider, the Universe, I mean, you said it. This guy is just been the one getting EG these kills. 2 lassos in a row. Finds a kill for EG, EG back off. And it seems like EG aren't getting much out of these kills, but it's more just a tiny, tiny little net gain for them, and also slowing down Empire, even if it's just a kill on a support hero.
Did they smoke gank that one?
I didn't see if it was smoked or not.
They definitely have one more smoke in fog, not fog, in stock. We'll be using that, I guess, momentarily, but who knows?
MSS is going to have his sheep stick up in just a second now as well, so that'll help out EG a decent amount. I
really dislike the idea that Empire thinks they could win just by outfarming the enemy team. They definitely can, because they're the 2 core versus 1 core, but I feel like EG's been giving way too much passive farm time that they're able to get up some big items. Noted the Blink Dagger on Sand King now is going to be working for Force Staff. Fog's up to a Blink very soon. Jail's up to a ton of farmed items, and obviously, things like Batrider, Blink BKB is up on him, Blink Hex on MSS. I just think that Empire's farming for too long.
They're also during this phase, EG just go for a pick off every time Batrider lassos up, and Empire's like, okay, we lost a support here again, but we're still farming okay. I think Empire is just accepting it's okay, but this time Empire are going to go for a smoke. They find Fear. He had a gem as well, so a worthwhile smoke gank as Empire claimed themselves the gem. I don't think they had a gem before that. Actually, Naga Siren did have one.
Yeah, they did, and now they have 2, which is all right, better than 1.
Well, denying EG the gem is probably the most valuable thing here, but both teams with a decent amount of wards up right now. It looks like Empire actually going to go try push here. Fear does not have buyback.
Yeah, and here comes a siege. They could pop that dragon form and start going to work. It's level 16, so
yeah. Buck needs to be careful. He just bought his Hex, which is, I mean, a great item to have, but at the same time, if you die, you have no buyback.
Rocket Flare going on the back line, checking things out. Tornado.
Does Mag look to just hookshot initiate this fight, or they don't know for sure. If they maybe think Fear might have buyback and they need to be careful, but
I think you use your hookshot as your silent gets initiated. I don't think, or maybe you could even wait for his Aegis to grow and then you initiate.
Well, Empire really want to use this Aegis. They've had it for some time now, and I think they're realizing quickly that sure they've got the 2 cores going late game, but maybe that doesn't guarantee them their late game. But they're backing off once again. Fear respawns, and Mag needs to be careful in the middle lane. He's actually sort of lagged behind his teammates here, but it looks like he will retreat for the time being. And it really has reached this big standoff point. Neither team wanting to commit to any sort of aggression here until EG decide, let's use our final smoke. Let's try and find them. Let's try and catch out Empire unaware. The Song of the Siren is up and ready.
Blink Lasso initiation assault immediately.
He blinked in, but he didn't get the Waning Rift off.
Silence on top of MSS, and he's going to get caught in the middle. Eclipse is going to come through, and then look at the damage output. Meanwhile, Mag is really taking a ton of damage. Jail focusing. He's getting focused, so Fear waiting for the... Oh, it's a 2-man stun into Epicenter. Does he have the Epicenter? No, he used it already. They blow up Luna. Scandal's dropping low. Jail's going to survive as a result. Urn comes out as well. And Silent, no chases in sight, and he has to back off. Oh, is he backing off? The Universe is just napalming up.
He'll just kite him round.
Yeah.
Disruptor's not going to save Silent. Silent is just straight up dead here. There is no escaping this. He's got no buyback. Eclipse stolen?
Yep.
All right. Fog with some extra swag points. And that fight Empire had the perfect setup. They had the Song of the Siren used. Naga Siren was so lucky to get the Song of the Siren off. It was the blink puck coming into silence and preventing from using it, and he blinked as the song was cast. From there, Empire's like, okay, let's try and fight this. Let's set up the... They knew they could kill puck with the Static Storm, but the problem was they had no answer for the rest of EG. I feel they almost need to just use the Static Storm in other ways, or they need to retreat and find a better position.
Yeah, I think the big problem is that Mag got blown up by just about every AoE, and the AoE came from heroes with BKB. So I think
he did no blade mail damage, I guess.
Yeah, he did no blade mail damage. Jo was able to... I mean, Jo dropped to really, really low. If Jo died in the first initial barrage with that spell, I think Empire wins that team fight. And again, it goes back to the question I asked. If you're Empire, are you actually okay with just trading farm all day? Because EG is picking up pretty meaningful items. And we just saw that. Well, perhaps the decision to farm an AFK Rice and Trey farm is not the best decision.
Yeah, just having 4 staffs on both your support heroes is going to help out a ton. And Jo now with the completed Satanic on his Gyrocopter. The Hex not coming into play that fight at all. I mean, Puck was just... He was kind of the sacrificial lamb. It was everything used on him and just too much used on him at the end of the day. And, well, Batrider reclaims a gem for his team. Vayne scores gem now in his hands. And it looks like Empire are suddenly in a bit of trouble here for the first time in Group B and WePlay.
Yeah. I mean, and it's going to come in a very good time, at least for EG, as they need to win this game to kind of stay in the tournament. They don't need to, but it will be a very, very helpful thing. Game's not done yet. Empire still fighting on.
Yeah, that they will, but it's all Luna, I guess, as far as moving late game. Do you think, as far as Empire's hopes go, or is there going to be more coming from the rest of this squad? Because I feel like Disruptor, he's going to be he's not a very effective late game support. The BKB just negates absolutely everything about him. Obviously, Song of the Siren going to be nice as far as focusing Jo in the BKB form, but it feels like Luna needs to be hitting hard and staying alive somehow. But I don't think he can do that. The Universe is just playing too well. I
mean, we saw the song. It's really good when you insert down the BKB units and then right-click them. And then it could be very bad if they drop their spells, you song, nothing happens, and then you lose the team fight without getting much kills. So it's a tough one to call here for Team Empire.
Universe is still yet to die. He's 7-0-11. He's played a flawless game.
I'm telling you, Universe is the best player.
Whew.
Universe is
Hey man, what about Old Man Fear?
My Fear, he's playing well too. Not as good as Universe though.
Yeah, this game I definitely... Universe has been a standout. He has excelled this game. Fear going to pick himself up 4 Observer Wards, and now EG look to just get vision probably all throughout this dire side of the map if they can. They want to get one near the Roshan pick, because Roshan respawning in a minute and a half, and if EG can get that, then there's no doubt in my mind that they are well ahead of Empire right now.
Is Radiant Team ready to smoke up? I'm not sure what's going on with their movements.
Rocket is going to scout EG. That helps out a lot for Empire. They know exactly where EG are now. And that's where Luna says, okay, I'll show myself top. It's safe to split push. But EG, without Roshan up for now, they've kind of got to maybe go for a split push of their own, or at least look to fight and contest Empire at this top tier 2 tower.
Well, nobody's going to stop him, it seems like. Slow rotation coming out from EG.
Other big problem for this Luna is we're getting down to a very short BKB. Just 6 seconds at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's not hexes just... Oh, there is actually a 1 hex on Puck. Yeah. So, yeah, it is definitely a big concern. Once those hexes become very low, looks like...
He blinked in, didn't go for a Burrow Strike. It looks like he realized...
Went for the deny, I think it was. Did he?
I think he was considering a Burrow Strike, but I think after his blink, he either just didn't click the Burrow Strike in time or decided against it.
Okay.
Maybe realizing his team wasn't quite in range, but... Well, EG, the dust is settled and they lose a tier 2 tower, which at this point in the game isn't really too big of a deal up in that top lane. And Empire are somewhat limited as far as options go. I feel this Dragonite has just been somewhat uninvolved for the longest time. He's been just...
His item progression hasn't been there. He's been dying.
He's had these same 2 items for the last 15 minutes, and he has gained a bit of gold. He was sitting around 2k gold for a long time. He is up now to 3.5k, but you need a lot more than that for the Assault Crest. And EG, well, they're feeling confident they can go into the Roshan pit right about now.
Well, are they gonna go?
Oh, Batrider's found a pick off, and it's on. Oh, it's on Silent. Hook shot from Mag. This is gonna be it. Fear. He whiffs the Burrow Strike, and Silent's gonna pop an Eclipse as well as a BKB. But it's Jo who's got a BKB of his own. They're gonna try focus him down with the Song of the Siren. Universe is in BKB form as well. Jo, BKB wears off. Song of the Siren wears off, and now Empire are just left bare, naked. MSS still alive on red HP. Epicenter from Fear, and the fight goes all EG. It's all blue today. Universe is going to try to bring down Silent. Silent luckily TPs the hell out of there. What a fight coming out of EG. They can finish off Roshan. They can march down middle lane. I imagine they do want to finish off Roshan now that they're by it, but that was a huge convincing victory for them.
To me, that was a game-winning team fight because you just blew everything on Luna. They threw everything at Jo. Jo was, you know, ensnared, sound up, and she just turned on Satanic and attacked everybody back. So I think EG shown that fact that they're out-iteming Empire right now. Now with the Aegis on top, you can't deal with Jo anymore. He's simply too big, too fat, and too much damage. Also, how is Batrider finding all of these initiations?
It's incredible. He's just... But this isn't even that Bone 7 build where you have like the Mask of Madness and all the movement speed. He just... Standard blink, 4 stuff out. No problem. And I think it's, I guess, slightly getting caught out of position. Empire just... Not, and also Empire not having vision. They don't have wards up because of the gem and being constantly de-warded. So without vision, it's really hard to play against this Batrider.
Yeah, and you can see that he's just, you know, constantly in spots like these, waiting for somebody to show up.
Puck will scout for him, and there you go. Gets the Disruptor. He doesn't really care who gets. He just wants to grab one. Disrupt will take a fall. Mag goes in, popping a BKB. And Jo now on the front lines, insnared up, but it's just Scandal with a BKB. No ulti form trying to find him. He's got a crit on himself as well. Jo's just like, okay, I'll just pop my Aegis right now. Puck, meanwhile, MSS takes out Naga Siren. He's man-fighting Silence. He needs to just blink the hell out of there. Here comes Jo. Jo's back. Call down, flat cannon. Scandal's going to pop the ulti form, but it's not going to last for long because he's got no BKB. And all of a sudden, Empire have just one standing, and his name is Silent, and he is now dead.
GG.
Alright, GG comes out, and Empire, well... Turns out they can't do what Kaipi couldn't go undefeated in the group stage. They finished 7-1.
Okay.
And EG are going to be so happy now that they have got themselves that third win in the group stage.
So right now, both EG as well as 4FC sitting at 3-3.
Oh.
What happens if they have 1-1 each other?
They'll have to play a third game, I imagine, for a tiebreaker. That's my guess.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, guys, here on the scoreboard, 3-3 for both 4FC and EG. So I was saying EG need to win 2 games to advance, but that's... Also, that was if it's one of the games against Empire, then a draw against 4FC, there is a tie.
Yeah.
It was if they 2-0'd 4FC, I think that.
But there's no pressure to.
Yeah.
2-0 4FC.
Yes, it's not like you have to 2-0 4FC, but well, EG they've got one more 2-game series coming up next against 4FC. That does it for their series against Empire. They've get themselves a win. They show that well, they've got what it takes to maybe become a top Western team. So, guys, we'll take a quick break. We're gonna read some Bulba haikus, and when we come back, we'll have... Well, we won't be coming back. We'll have Mort coming, continuing the cast, and he'll be taking over the EG versus 4FC series. We're going to be doing MLG in about an hour's time, so tune into that later on after the WePlay games. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Gods.
I'm Luminous.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter if you want to.
You could go on my Twitter right now and read some haikus. There's like some decent ones right now. For Boba.
Gotta retweet those so I see them.
Yeah.
Charlie Yang.
Charlie is writing some haikus too.
That guy's a scholar.
Yeah, he is. Isn't he like studying for a master's right now or something?
Yeah, either studying for it or finished studying for it. But all right, we're done for today. You can go home, Lumi. You can.
Oh, thank you for giving me permission to go home. Appreciate it.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. You got 2 days off. No, after today we've got no WePlay action for 2 days.
Oh, we have to. Tiebreaker, maybe.
Depending. I imagine it would just be directly after the 2-game series. So Mort may cast all 3 games if there is a third game.
Okay.
This is also assuming they tie. But anything can happen, guys. Stay tuned. The stream will go offline for a second, and Mort will bring it back up in about a couple minutes' time. And our last series of the day will be live. So see you guys.